Did the attempt on Donald Trump's life change him? There seems to be some evidence that it did, and that's not just coming from his supporters. An expert says he seems different too. During the first 2 days of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, viewers have noticed what seems to be a less intense energy coming off the former president. The RNC kicked off on July 15, 2024, just 2 days after Trump was struck on his right ear when a shooter opened fire on a campaign rally where he was speaking in Butler, Pennsylvania. One attendee of the rally, 50-year-old firefighter Corey Comparator, died, and 2 more were injured. Trump's demeanor at the 2024 RNC is being contrasted with how he presented himself at the 2020 convention.
Joe Biden is weak. He takes his marching orders from liberal hypocrites.
Though Trump hasn't given his 2024 convention speech as of the making of this video, he seems to have a different vibe in the appearances he's made. For example, some noted the former president's emotional display as he made his entrance during the convention's first day. Conservative media commentator Bill Mitchell wrote on X, formerly Twitter, "When Donald Trump entered the convention hall, there was a new look of humility in his eyes I have never seen before. This is a man who knows he would not be alive but by the grace of God." Moments later, Trump smiled after joining the crowd chanting USA, the same chant that broke out at the Pennsylvania rally. Ashley St. Clair, a conservative author, wrote of that moment on X. "I have never seen Trump look this emotional and moved before. Hard to watch without tearing up after everything. America has your back, Donald Trump." Nicki Swift reached out to fraud-busting body language expert Tracy Brown, CSP, who confirmed that Trump has been leaning into a gentler demeanor. Brown said, "We're seeing a softer look from him. Body language can't reveal vulnerability, but we do see him showing much less anger than normal, as evidenced by reduced scowl lines on his glabella area." The glabella, Brown explained, is the area between the eyebrows above the bridge of the nose. She also pointed directly toward the moment he entered the convention on the first day, saying his reaction was unusual. Brown said, "While he was in the tunnel for a moment, we saw a bit of sadness, as evidenced by his eyebrows turning up at the glabella, and quickly followed after that something very unusual, a look of peace. We don't see any of these from him often, so it's reasonable to assume the shooting has affected him." What Trump will actually say in his speech on the last night of the convention is still anyone's guess, but the former president has indicated that he has made some changes to his remarks in the wake of the shooting. In a July 14th interview with the New York Post, Trump said, "I had all prepared an extremely tough speech, really good, all about the corrupt, horrible administration, but I threw it away. I want to try to unite our country, but I don't know if that's possible. People are very divided." Trump did go back on the offensive on July 16th in a Truth Social post, where he put the blame of his legal woes squarely on the Democrats. He wrote, "The Democrat Justice Department coordinated all of these political attacks, which are an election interference conspiracy against Joe Biden's political opponent, me." Trump also posted an attack on President Biden's physical fitness on July 17th, just a few days after the two opponents shared what Trump called a very nice phone call, where Biden checked in on his well-being. The July 17th post features the famous photo of Trump with an upheld fist after the shooting, labeled Trump versus Bullet. Below that is a series of photos of Biden stumbling on the stairs going up to Air Force One in 2021. It's labeled Biden versus Stairs.